Hello everyone, okay, today we're going to be doing another vintage Star Wars unboxing, and today we're going to take a look at the Return of the Jedi Jabba the Hutt Dungeon action playset. Now, this was a Sears catalogue exclusive in the US. I'm not sure if it was ever released here in the UK. Anyone who knows otherwise can let me know. But I believe this is a US exclusive, so it's quite hard to find overseas. It's quite a nice version I've got here. The box isn't too bad. It's one where it has been opened. It was opened when I bought it, but the contents are unused. So let's go ahead and take a look. So if we open it up, this is actually one of those rare playsets where there isn't actually any inner packaging. The box is pretty solid because it's simply the plastic shell that kind of keeps everything together. So okay, put the box to one side. I'll just angle the camera down slightly. Okay, so this is how it would be as if you bought it brand new. Everything's going to be in here. My idea for these kind of unboxing videos, if you like, is if you were trying to put together a completely new set, what would you get if everything was brand new? A lot of reviews and videos and even reference books, that they often forget some of the inner pieces, things like catalogues and bits like that. So starting with that is a good place to start. This box would contain the Return of the Jedi Collections catalogue, the one with Jabba the Hutt on the front there. These you see a lot of these catalogues in a lot of Return of the Jedi toys of the time. They're quite interesting. Some of the photos were kind of work in progress. The skiff, for example, they haven't actually got a working model yet. So same as the shuttle there. Okay, so along with that, we have sticker sheet. Some very bright, colourful stickers there. Instructions. It's just a one page. Yeah, blank on the back. Just one page of instructions, telling you how to assemble the crane and where to put the stickers. Pretty simple stuff. Okay, so on to the actual toy. You have, where should we start? Let's start with the biggest piece first. So the main display, if you like, is the base. Now, the base is essentially just a reworked version of the Droid Factory base. What they've done, anyone who has the Droid Factory, that had little parts that you would clip into each place, and the spaces for those parts have effectively just been filled in with a few greebles and decorative to sort of, you know, it looks like something. I'm not convinced that this really reminds me of anything from what we saw in the Jabba, you know, in those scenes in the film. I don't think Jabba's palace looked anything like this, but hey, we can use our imagination. Okay, actually, this bag appears to be open. I think it must have just... don't think it was me that opened it. So here's the components for the crane arm. So that comes in one bag. This bag, which is still sealed. I don't know if that's been open or if... yeah, I think that's probably... yeah, it's been cut open, hasn't it, by someone at some point. And then you have 4 pieces in this bag. You have the hook, and looks like the on the end here, that's like the branding iron. and a couple of beats just to clip that into place. Okay, so the real reason people like this set is the figures. There were 2 sets released. This is the 1983 version, which has Calato Nikto 88 and has a grey base. The more sought after version is the 1984 version, where the base was blue coloured and it came with EV99, Amanaman and Barada. So obviously those 3 figures being the last 17 releases is really what drives the price up for that one. But these are still pretty nice figures anyway. This chap is getting a bit of resurgence with the Book of Boba Fett series. This is 8D8. It's sealed in this bag. I can't show you. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to look to see which version this is, because obviously they were put in different countries. But no, I can't see. I think it must be on his legs, so I can't actually tell you which version that is. But I can tell you which version Calato is. So looking on his leg, there is no country of origin. Okay. Each of these bags as well, just to note, because again, for you baggy collectors, they're all the made in Hong Kong versions. Kenner on the front. And finally, Nikto. And again, he doesn't have a country of origin by the look of things. No. Okay. Right, well, what I've also got, just to show you the figures in a bit better detail, I've got a couple of my actual opened ones here, which are all in quite nice condition. So this gives you a better idea of the characters. As I say, these are what you would have got in there. Okay, so there's not much more really to say. I'll keep it there. Say it's a fairly simple, straightforward playset. Really, there isn't a great deal of action features or anything on it like that to go through. And the part count is actually pretty small. Actually, in fact, that one's. I think the tape has dried up on that one. But in summary, the only last thing I wanted to go through was value for those that are interested. I bought this in 2016, so 6 years ago is time of recording. I paid, for what it's worth, £160 at the time I bought it in a specialist toy auction. At the time, that was not exactly a bargain. It was about on the money. It wasn't over the top, but it was up there, sort of thing. So yeah, 160 I paid in 2016. So what's it worth in today's value? Well, you know what, your guess is as good as mine. In fact, your guess is probably better. I couldn't find any recently sold ones on eBay when I looked back at things. The nearest I could get to is pretty broad amount. I'm going to say it's probably around. In this condition, as I said, pretty much brand new, contents unused, everything present. I would say around 300 to 500. I saw one where it was contents unused, but it didn't include the figures, and the figures are obviously the main drive or main reason people want to buy this. And I think that went for 300. So yeah, I think you're probably looking close. I would say around 400. Is a sort of very conservative price for this. As I say, condition is everything. It's quite hard now to get one that is in this kind of condition, unused. Particularly, I say, in the UK. I think in the US, obviously, these are easier to find. But anyone outside the US will struggle a little bit. Anyway, I hope that was useful. As I say, fairly short, straight to the point, this one. So not a lot to say, really. But hopefully this was valuable for people out there looking to pick one up themselves. All right, take care, everyone.